here. Welcome everybody. It's I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Okay. Welcome everybody to a we got another single player long play. And this time it's a personal favor. We're playing the one and only Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now, technically this is a collection on Steam that I'm going to be accessing this through. However, I figured we'd just play one game at a time, so it's not going to be like 12 consecutive parts of a visual novel. Don't worry, those longer visual novels, we'll get to those. So for now, let's go one game at a time in the trilogy, and then hopefully by the time we finish, we'll get to other released collections, like the one that was announced for Apollo Justice like a few days ago. I'm excited for that. I'm very hyped. But for now, if there's any audio problems, let me know. But that out of the way, new game. Now, I have everything. I have all the episodes unlocked. So we're just gonna start with the first. The first case takes like 30 minutes. So we'll get through these two cases real quick. So, without further ado, first turnabout. Let's get this started. And I will be voice acting the characters. Don't worry. Yeah. They make this guy sound like Toad. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Mr. Purple Suit. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. That's a really obvious mole on his head. Like, absurd. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, I have to give her like a wispy old mentor voice. Hi, Chief.
Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor?
Yeah, he got me Chick-fil-A once. You know, it was a bit of a potato-potato sort of deal. I didn't have my credit card.
You mean you knew the defendant for this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
Sure is. I want to help him out anyway. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Like it's over. My life, everything, it's all over.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah. Death, like despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die.
Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Like, tell him I'm guilty, Morty. Or Rick. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. The fuck's wrong with you, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. And also, I'm gonna real quick, just plug myself in the baseball Discord because no one's here right now. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. I think making Larry the Shaggy voice is a good idea, because he's a fucking buffoon. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Ketchup. Yep, that's the case. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. What the fuck is that shirt? Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. The 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Yeah, usually, man. I wouldn't, I'm not really a fan of that, so to speak. Don't be friends with unreliable folks. Okay, should be able to, everything should be working as intended. Oh, I can use the enter key. I don't have to have the mouse. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has god-awful luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I own one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. That's just what I'm gonna do. Oh boy. It's our favorite. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, the HD sprites.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, he's the guy, the nerdy one. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gulp.
We gotta do a moral oral gulp.
Gulp.
You know, the elongated one. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
We're gonna go with the, how do I put this? We're gonna just answer, we're gonna do all the fucking responses for the dialogue. I'm gonna go for as much dialogue as possible, without getting game over. I mean, game overs could be fine. So the defendant is myself, obviously. The defendant is me, right? Right?
Right. Have you lost your mind? Focus. The defendant is the person on trial. You're his lawyer.
Yeah? Oh, yeah!
This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer, you stupid fuck. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
It's Mia. It's the chief. The, defendant? That's, Mia Fey?
Wrong, right. Look, I have to leave. I've got to go to a massage. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery.
Aw, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there?
Listen, Wright. The defendant is the one on trial. Your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get.
I put my foot in it this time. I gotta relax.
Okay. Sorry. I just chose not to hear you again. Tell me the defendant. Give me the right answer.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what was the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report over cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait.
Uh-oh. Boom. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. You know how it be.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it in. What the hell is that, Chief? It's a computer key. What the hell is a computer, Chief? Just press the tab button, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
I know the answer. It's obviously the Chief, right? Mia Fey.
What? How can I be the victim?
Oh, right. Sorry. It was the first name that popped in my head, and
The court record, Ray. Remember to use it when you're in a pinch with Tab.
Let me ask you one again. Mr. Wright, who was the victim?
it's a cinder block. You know, one of those like giant things, like paperweights. Wasn't it Miss Block? Miss Cinder Block?
The person in question was the victim of murder. Not ill-conceived naming, Mr. Wright.
Right? If you forget something,
Yeah.
a mistake in court could cost you the case.
Let's do again. Mr. Wright, who was the victim?
So you press the tab button. Press R. So there's a profile. So Mia Fey, 27, chief attorney at Fey & Co. My boss and a very good defense attorney. 27. Okay. Doesn't look 27. Larry Butts, age 23. The defendant in this case. A likable guy has been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, 22. The victim in this case. A model, she lived in it for herself. And finally, the best character of all, Winston Payne, age 52. The prosecutor for this case. Lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. We have 2 pieces of evidence. Attorney's badge. No one would believe it was a defense attorney if it didn't carry this. And autopsy report. Time of death, July 31st, 4:05 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blood trauma. So this is our ammo. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Poisoned. Of course. Oh, right. Wasn't she, poisoned by her poison?
You're asking me?
Chief, help. Please. I'm a fucking robot.
Check the court record.
Tab. Remember? Jeez, give a guy a break.
Let me ask again. She died because she was... She cringed to death.
Right. She was strangled, wasn't she?
Please tell me that was you talking to yourself.
If you wish to hang yourself, Mr. Wright, you're welcome to, but not inside my court. I suppose there's nothing to do but give you another try.
She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record? Statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy.
Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab. Check the court record frequently.
I'll give her like the Phi Alexa voice.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention.
Mr. Wright.
You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything stupid.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that a victim racially dumped you? Like, hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. Yeah, United States of America. Well, that is a U.S. passport, all right. According to this, she was in Paris until the day she died.
Must be right to the court record.
The victim apparently arrived home from Paris at 7:30 the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Like, dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. He appears to have several sugar daddies.
Daddies?
Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you wanted to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. Oh my gosh, really? It's been that long? Dang. I'll save in the 4th slot. So, we can just load that. Let's wait and see what happens, and then stop them from answering. Might be better not to get involved in this one. Well, Mr. Butts?
Like, dude, no way! A cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accuser's motive is clear to everyone. Wait, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Don't load the data. I wanna be cool. Oh. Let's stop him from answering now. Ooh, this slam. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof.
Like, dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating
Oh, okay. Okay, so you get the response to the same one either way. It's just different dialogue for before Larry comes up. I believe the accuser's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on a day of murder, did you not?
Nope.
Well, did you or did you not, Mr. Butch?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Oh, he went. What do I do? Oh boy. Okay. Most of these choices don't actually affect anything. Thankfully. Have him answer. Let's stop him from answering first. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog.
Oh, well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Don't fuck with me, man.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution, becomes witness.
Okay. So let's see what happens if we pick the other option. Have him answer honestly. I know. Send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. Like, she wasn't home, man, so like I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution might call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
As well as who is your witness?
Yeah. Yep, same text and everything.
Order.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of murder, my witness is selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Shawlett to the stand. Mr. Shawlett. Mr. Shawlett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Ooh, oh yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Shawlett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. That's very kind. Witness his account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Whew. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. The man who ran was out the defendant sitting right over there.
I think that's a pretty acceptable, solid voice. Nervous with a hint of suspicion. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some Corley phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Shawit used is one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Like a record, as the court record.
Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
3 exclamation points. How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've 2 people. Thanks for joining in, random viewer. Found the contradiction presented and rub it in the witness's face.
Thanks. Open the court record with... Oh my god, you're gonna tell me about tab again? Okay. We're gonna get through this first case and then I'll call it a stream. We'll just do like a case per stream, probably. Okay. So I'm gonna do something that most people when playing this case for the first time never do. I'm gonna press. Hold it. Is it a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him.
I don't know. It just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of the crime.
The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next?
Well, that must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Hold it. Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway. Yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see. What happened next?
Thinking it's strange, look inside the apartment. Hold it. What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing.
Sure, words have never been spoken. Anyone would have been shot.
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So you look into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw
her lying there, a woman not moving dead. Also, for the person who just joined in, all this test information gets presented in a pre-testimony segment, so I'm not going to read it in the voice again. Hold it. Slam desk. Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere.
Ugh. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next?
I quailed in fright.
To go inside. Hold it. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes. No, nothing.
Okay, what happened next? See, that's why people don't press in this case. The game never tells you to, and also pretty much most if not all the dialogues are 3 statements or less. I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You tried to call the police. What happened next?
Yeah, see, like stuff like that. That's not really helpful. When her apartment was working, lit. The phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Yes, I mean,
No,
it wasn't.
right. But you say you didn't go into the apartment, did you?
Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
If that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments.
Right. Alright. What time did you call again? Time exactly was 1 p.m. Lit. Slam desk. 1 p.m. Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
Quail's hands in suspense. He seems really confident.
1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Present some evidence to contradict him. Pressing statement. Okay. Lit. Oh, wait. Okay, that'll keep you back. That's the statement to present something. Lit. Are you absolutely 100% positive?
Yes, it was him. No mistake about it.
The witness says he's certain.
That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tabs.
Something strikes you as being suspicious. Find the testimony to contradict. Okay, so the obvious thing, if you're still lost, is well, this statement. With tab. The time exactly was 1 p.m. I can't hear that. Objection! If you redeemed one Absol. But if it doesn't work, let me know and we'll try to fix it for the next stream. Yeah, 1 p.m.
That's 3 hours off.
Objecto. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Can't confirm it worked. Nice. I just can't hear it. Slam. Frankly, I find that hard to believe, Mr. Frank Lee. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. And also, I assume the music can be heard as well. I think it can. The autopsy notes the time of death is sometime at 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 o'clock. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Go! Oh, that.
Objection. This is trivial. Your witness really forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Now, there are 3 in this case, I think. Time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I'm trying to make him sound like as much of a sinister creep as possible, but not like full-on Gollum voice.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. But we're going to press all the statements. I don't know why they get to redo their testimony. I don't know. In this system, witnesses are always all 100% innocent, and the defendant's always suspicious. Found the body, heard the time. Lit. You said heard, not saw?
Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch.
Isn't that a little strange? You're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
Objection! What does she say you actually heard the time? It's ludicrous that you wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There's a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. Lit. Are you sure it was a television, not a radio?
Well, oh, I guess it might have been a radio.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy.
It's like this woman has to redo her testimony 4 times. Definitely a trustworthy source. Exactly. They forget minute details. Just minute ones.
Something about hearing the television.
The witness is testifying. Here's the time.
3 hours off, wasn't it? It doesn't show you how many statements there are in the testimony. That's the one thing I think that bothers me. Because the original games, they show you like on like the right-hand side of the screen, like I guess somewhere close to above that right-hand arrow, it'll show you like dots. Each dot's a testimony statement. This game doesn't have that. Lit. How do you explain the gap?
Well, witness, can you explain this?
Pressing in this case yields nothing. It's like almost been watching a video of a tape program. Hold it. Video. Yes, we are playing a video game, after all.
Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong.
True. True.
Right? I think the problem lies someplace else.
You agree that you heard the time of the scene then?
That's why I thought it was 1 p.m.
Hold it. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.?
Yes, I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear.
Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified this testimony?
My apologies, Your Honor.
I too have only just learned that the witness heard the time.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I only just remembered it now.
Really sorry for this statement. It's gonna be like a one-statement thing. Well, you just watch it. Not much point pressing him on that one, was there? And that's it.
Notice anything suspicious?
For the body at the time, there was a voice saying, probably coming from the television. Well, televisions can't work if there's no electricity.
So,
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. I'll fucking slap the paper. Gah! Slam. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Yeah, you see the toothpaste jumps. Whoosh, whoosh. It's like a whip crack from Johnny Test.
Eric!
The offense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Solid, the court will prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather sketchy as fuck.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, a murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Thank you for contributing to the Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green Challenge, Supreme Absol. Really appreciate it. Music change, Allegro time. Hear the time I saw it. Hold it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that tabletop.
A table clock?
There's a table clock in the apartment. Lit. A table clock. Is there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it, but I can't hear anything.
Murder weapon. Kill yourself with the victim. Lit. The murder weapon.
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Something's fishy here. Must have been what I saw. Lit. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place?
I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself.
The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story.
Now, find the contradiction.
I can't really do emo voices other than like, this is my little girl voice.
And this is my, like, generic, high-pitched voice.
I can't really do anything other than that. I think every time I saw it, there was a table clock. Okay. I believe it's this statement. So, clock. We don't see any damn clocks, but I see a statue.
Objecto!
Wait just a moment. And while I wait just a moment, I'm going to check how many... 71% raised for fire red leaf green. Good stuff. Slam. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. It's just a stupid statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? Objections in your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the damn question, Mr. Sawit. Mr. Talk shit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne.
if the witness stated this statue is indeed a clock, then that is a switch. You just tilt it and it says a time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, it's a minute statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all.
Oh, and also, I'm gonna definitely need the hydrate checks for voicing, like, any sort of visual novel.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Fuck. Okay. This is a choice thing. Let's say, I know the answer is obviously yes. I will say no. Why? To fuck with people. Why not? No, there's no problems with this testimony at all. I guess no. I mean, the player character said no. There was a clock in the scene, so no problem.
Right, are you out of your mind? That clock doesn't look like a clock at all. The witness could have possibly known it was a clock just by seeing it. He said himself he never entered the apartment. It was in his testimony.
Hey, you're right. Thanks, Mia. Player, you should have realized that no.
Is something the matter? Did this defense have anything to add?
Yes, I do. Okay. Could know the weapon was a clock to hold it in his hand. Now, let's see what happens if we said the other thing. Maybe pros and system. Yes, that's the obvious range. Your Honor, that guy's full of shit. There's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Slam. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... Oh my god, there's another choice. Well, he obviously doesn't know the victim. But I want to see... I actually have never answered this one. Tell me, is it true that you knew the victim? In fact, you were one of her sugar daddies. Be frank with us, Mr. Sawit.
Frank? I'm always frank.
Your Honor, we have complete records of the victim's relationship. Mr. Frank Sawit did not appear anywhere. Huh? Oh, really?
Please, Mr. Wright. Is the best response you can muster up? Try to refrain from making off-the-cuff accusations in the future.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me think this over. The witness knew... Okay, thank you. obviously went to the apartment. Your Honor, you're a dumbass for believing these dumbasses. Your Honor, I think that beard on your fucking face is fake. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the moida.
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
He becomes Gollum when he gets pissed off. I'll do better than I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Whack.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawed, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Drip, drip, drip. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That's what I hate. Why would you grip it like that? That's so stupid. Grip it by the statue part and then you hit it with the base. That's so much easier to do. Whatever. This guy's a fucking idiot. That voice is burning. That's why you're so certain about the time. Objection!
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? I assure you, I'm quite based. Just look at the witness's face. He looks like a fucker.
But the witness can elaborate. Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard. I mean, I saw.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him.
Your Honor, your eyebrows are fake.
He killed her and he should burn. Burn. Give him death.
Mr. Solid has become, I don't know, the biggest fan of Lincoln Park.
Order in the court, I said.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There is a twin of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor,
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
the whole case is writing on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... a fact is clear if you simply save. Your Honor, your eyebrows are fake. Let's examine the batteries. All you have to do is examine the batteries.
The batteries are in the right way. The clock appears to be working fine. What exactly did you mean, Mr. Wright?
That the clock was working fine. Yes, and... I'm sorry. I think I got confused back there with all those testimonies.
Mr. Wright? I expect more from a lawyer in this court, even if it is your first day. I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you. Try to think things through more carefully.
Give me a second, I must save the game. That's basically the series in a nutshell. Your Honor, hold it. I gotta save. Yes, Your Honor, as I was saying. Okay. Here you simply ask the neighbors. All you have to do is talk to the victim's neighbors. They know stuff.
Talk to the neighbors.
I'm sure one of them heard the clock tell the time when the incident occurred.
I see. Does the prosecution have anything to say, Mr. Payne?
We've already made all the necessary inquiries. Everyone living near the victim's apartment was out at the time of the murder. Furthermore, even if a neighbor had heard the clock, it wouldn't prove Mr. Shaw had heard anything.
That's true. I believe you may be wrong, Mr. Wright. You'll receive a penalty for that unfortunate Fucking idiot.
Sorry, Your Honor, let me think about it again. Okay, the obvious answer is just sound the damn thing. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. And then he just like whacks Mia or like Saw with the clock. Oh shit, I killed them.
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is called the Thinker after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's, 11:25.
Yeah.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing, boy.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? You can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Dang. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! We're so close.
Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Ugh. Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
Grr. I almost had the fucker. Slam. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. But you can. You could just object.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Mia, I need Chief. Finally, someone does something that isn't me.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw away this one. Not like this. Think. For once in your life.
But Chief, it's over. I don't have a brain. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box.
Or forging evidence, you know, like most people would.
Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
I believe this is our final dialogue choice in the game. So, we'll pick the dumbass option first. No, I can't think.
How am I supposed to know that?
I know you can figure it out. There must be some evidence in the court record. Something that can show why that clock was 3 hours slow. Find it, and you'll have a foot to stand on.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you say the clock was already slow the day of the murder. Do you have evidence to prove this?
This is it. All or nothing. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. So that other option real quick. I hate how it cuts off the music, though. Yeah, I could be a different reason. Dots. Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it, and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already...
Yeah. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Now, process of elimination in this game, at least in this first case, but in general means that you haven't presented every evident piece of evidence except for your damn badge. Like this, the badge is never going to be used for anything in court. So we use the report for the first testimony, we use the blacker for the second, we use the thing for the third. So process of elimination says this, but also time zones, motherfucker. Take that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time here between here and Paris is 9 hours. 9 hours. Oh, because they're in California. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Hyperventilation. And now we have our first breakdown. They get way more dramatic as it goes on.
Order, order, I say.
Well, as I adjust this camera,
This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
Here's Russian has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the truth of the culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Also, I don't know why, like, I don't know if that's a bug in like both the original and was just kept for the local, the HD edition. But like, it doesn't like the judge doesn't like. There's no sprite for him. He's talking, but it's on Phoenix. So I don't know if that's a bug or not.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Confetti. The confetti actually kind of looks nice in this version.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
So we got our first not guilty verdict. It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. Hydrate. I will grab a water bottle from my fridge. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. But give me a moment. I gotta do something real quick. Oh, that's so convenient. Okay, back to that. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawa grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Thwack. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm gonna get some water real quick and do a 30-second ad break. And when we're back, we'll wrap up this stream for now, because it's getting kind of late. And I should have started way earlier, but I was like really pooped. But I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay. I'm back. Got my bottle of water. Let's wrap this case up and end on a good note for this first stream of Ace Attorney. Whew. I still can't believe we won. Okay, and the music's playing just fine. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, not that one. Not that one. Actually, I can just move all my stuff to the other side. Gosh. Sorry, it just like swaps screen. Oh my gosh, it just keeps swapping screens. Okay, that works. Still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there.
Until I, had to push you in the right direction.
It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. So satisfying, my lips didn't even move when I said it.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
Like, my life is over.
Larry, stop being so fucking ungrateful. You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Because everyone hates you. I mean, no. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
What? Like my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Even I saw she had an OnlyFans.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. That's the joke.
Like, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner. Movie. My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's like a present, man.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? You incompetent character? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Like, yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she just played me for a fool. Like, doesn't that make you want to just cry?
Larry,
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. I feel nothing for you.
get a life, Larry. We were all subbed to her OnlyFans. I'm saying that, Supreme Absol. They know what's up.
Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. What the fuck is she talking about? Right. Oh. I can't save. Okay. So if you present this wrong, I believe the dialogue is just like, Mia just reprimands you and says, you know, well, she doesn't reprimand you, but Larry's like, huh? What is this? And Phoenix is like, don't, you know, don't. But I believe the Thinker statue is the evidence present. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you want just some chump to her. Huh?
Like, what about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her while she traveled.
Like, whatever. She probably just needed a clock. That's all.
Larry, the judge was her highest donor to her hot tub Twitch stream.
Hey, don't drag me into this, Supreme Absol. I was a generous viewer. That's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it what you will.
Like Nick. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Oh, thank you, Chat Pack. I appreciate that.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize pressing isn't everything. Things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
Never.
I think our work here is done.
Appreciate the sub, Chat Pack. Hopefully, hope you're enjoying a good night. I'm about to wrap up the stream. We're about to finish this first case here.
Think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yep. Why not?
How about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. And that victim's OnlyFans, because we were all subscribed. Yeah! To that lady's OnlyFans. Speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Wink, wink.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said,
Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends.
but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Dun dun dun! The end of the first case. They just say that at the end of every case. Okay. Nope. No, wait, hold on. No. It's just starting ahead. Damn it. Okay. I didn't want to go past that because I just want to go back to the main menu. But that's going to do it for now. Tomorrow, probably the second case. I just didn't, like, if I would have done the next one if I hadn't started so late. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that was case one of Ace Attorney. First game anyway. It usually only takes, like, the whole point is it's just a tutorial basically. That's why they don't tell you to press, because all the dialogue options for pressing are just, what did you mean by this? I'll tell you what I mean by this. And then it just like skips to the next statement. The next case gets more complicated. If you couldn't tell from that suspenseful foreshadowing at the end of the last case. But yeah, tomorrow I have a thing at like 9 or 10 o'clock, I think. So if I stream, it's going to be like earlier in the evening. And I'll probably have to split up the case. But I'm off from work Saturday, so plenty of time to get more the game out, the game gone through. But thank you for tuning in. The 4 people who are here, Absol for commenting, Chatpack Baltor for gifting a tier 1 sub to Chris Toasty. We should be at like the threshold. We're like either anywhere from like 1 to 2 streams away from follower emotes. So that means if you follow me, I'm going to move all my current subscriber emotes into follower emotes, and then I'll have new subscriber emotes. But yeah, we're very close to that. So yeah, next stream will probably just be case 2. All of it, hopefully. If not, like, broken up into like a halfway point. We're going to raid someone now. Toasty Tour. Yeah. He's playing golf. Give him a good time. Tell him I sent ya. And Baba Booey, I guess. I'm in Toasty Tour. I can't play until Monday because my opponent's busy, but Wario Golf might be on the docket for a stream soon enough.